Hey everybody, I haven't been able to say anything because my neighbor next door has been jamming his music so loud it sounds like it's in my bedroom. So, I didn't want to get a copyright strike because my microphone's picking up the music. But I thought I would let you guys know I am here and I am doing a live stream today. We'll see how this goes. Basically, for me, this is just a test to see if YouTube is going to give me another 24 to 48 hours processing time, which is what they've been doing. Let me see here. Did I turn my microphone on? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I had turned the microphone off. Broke fishing. If you give me a link, I will actually check the fire map. I know you want it, or the lightning map. Hey, Ocala Beats, I hope you're doing well. Lots of lightning in California. Sorry, you guys, I kind of have a headache today. It's just, as I've been told, it's a Schumann, whatever, resonance or whatever, but I got a headache today. Could be just that I'm stressed out, but I think it's not. Okay, so looks like Nightbot is talking. Is there anybody in chat right now? No, I am not buffering at all as far as I can tell. Okay, hang on. Okay, so I don't see anybody in the chat room right now. So I guess I don't have that link. Oh, there it is. All right, so we'll look at this link real quick. Hang on, let me see if I can... Oh, you deleted it? Wait, why did Nightbot delete it? Nightbot deleted your link. Well, I don't care. Should not have happened. All right, I got the link anyway. Ha! Screw Nightbot. Okay, there. This is the lightning, which is going on over here. We can see all this lightning. These nice little yellow dots here are lightning. Now, I don't know the first thing about California by looking at this map, so I really can't tell you too much other than this is the lightning and the areas that lightning is hitting. It's actually hitting a Nevada national security site too. Interesting. Nevada test and training range. Hey, I've never seen this before. So all of this is test and training ranges. National security area. Interesting. What's this over here? Naval Air Warfare Center, China Lake. Electronic Combat Range. Rotation Live Fire Range. Edwards Air Force Base is over here. And this is where we've just had some newest lightning hit. You can see the nice round circle here. So it shows the last lightning strike was right there on the California-Nevada border in Inyo County. Death Valley. Interesting. Hey, you guys, y'all want to look and see what's going on with our tropics? Let's see what's going on with the tropics. Sorry, you guys. Like I just said, I have a massive headache today. And then I'm putting up with my neighbor next door. Ooh, it's red now. And it's got a 70% chance of forming into something. I guess we need to look at windy and see what this is going to actually do. So, like I said before, I think it's going to do this. But the closer we get, the first time it showed it was coming up towards North Carolina. The second time it showed a turn. So let's see what it's actually going to do, because we're on the second now. And I said we should check by the second, right? So let's see. Okay, so we're looking over here in this area over here. I'm going to see what happens over here. So today's the second. So let's play this through. Oh, you guys, go check out Ocala Beats. It's ocalabeats.com. And he's got a radio station that you can pull up and listen to while you're watching earthquakes and weather. Okay, so I'm watching. Okay, so we have something forming right here. We can see a nice little pattern right here. We got a spin going on. Okay, so do we get a wraparound? Where are you headed to? Where are you going? Are you gonna curve? Okay, that's by the 6th. Turn, baby, turn! Turn, 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 turn away. Go away, go away. Find yourself somewhere else today. Go away. Well, this looks like it's headed down there towards San Juan, Bridgetown, Roseau. Now it's doing a turn. What's it gonna do? Oh, it's getting stronger here, so it's hitting that nice warm water. Well, we're getting to the 12th. Come on, turn it out into the Atlantic. Atlantic. We don't want you to continue straight on towards the East Coast. No, thank you. It's right here, you guys. Well, and it looks like it might turn. It looks like it's turning, and it's going that way, or it's just going around in circles. And maybe it gets swept up and carried off. That would be good news, but then we need to watch back here because we have another one starting over here by Africa. So by the 16th, we should be seeing another storm starting over here off of Africa. So we'll just keep an eye on this and see what happens with it. Did my future casting for the day. So how is everybody doing today? Let me see here. I did a video to let everybody know how to go about getting their car legal if they've gone through the drama that I've gone through in the last 2 weeks. I did a video on how to get a waiver. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning, was at the Black's Tire and Auto by 7:30, 8 o'clock this morning. I wasn't there too long, got the second inspection done, then drove out to Cape Fear High School, which is about a good 30-minute drive, and talked to the inspectors out there who actually work for law enforcement. They went over the paperwork, and then they gave me a waiver. The waiver didn't cost anything, thank God. I was worried that I was going to have to pay my state taxes at the same time, but it didn't. But I had to go back to the Black's tire again, and then I had to pay for a third inspection. And the reason you pay for the third inspection is because they go ahead and pass you. So of course the state wants its money. So I had to pay for a third inspection. And now all I need to do is pay the taxes on the car. So thank God that's all taken care of. The bad news is I do have problems with the catalytic converter. So thank goodness for one thing, the computer isn't bad, but the catalytic converter is bad. So that is something I'm going to have to get fixed between now and whenever. That has to be done, because I don't think you can get a second waiver. I think it's only one waiver, and that expires at the end of the year. And I just don't have that kind of money to stuff into this car. So anyways, you guys, if you want Earthquake 3D through Wolton, you can pay for it. It's a paid version, or you can get it for free. Both of them are downloadable. I don't know if you can use it on a phone. I have not used it on a phone before, but I have used it on computer, and it works really good. We are showing EMSE. If you look up at the top, you'll see all the different feeds that it is reading. I'll show you in large. So we are 2.5 plus for EMSC, last 50. 5.0 Geoscience Australia, last 7 days. BGS UK 30 days, 0.0. USGS 1 day, 0.0 plus. And GeoNet 0.0 plus, last 150. So those are the earthquake sizes that I'm using. I don't have any other ones that I can use right now. Kiko wind speed 85, pressure 29.1. Okay. 1 East Pacific. Oh yeah, there is an earthquake in the East Pacific. That's what Broke Vision is talking about. There is a hurricane in the East Pacific right now. Mine is I'd go over the East Coast. I don't really go over too much of the West Coast, unless I'm talking about earthquakes. And y'all can tell that there's a nice swarm going on in California right now. And I believe there's just been a 4.8 in New Zealand. You guys, I am back to doing live streams every day, so these will be live streams from now on. And during the live streams, we talk about whatever, so feel free to chat in the chat room, to hang out, to watch earthquakes. So the hurricane may be going to Hawaii. Let me see if it shows on here. Yeah, it's over here. Let me see here. Pull up weather.gov for you guys again, and we'll look at the Pacific. So we can see this is Kiko, and this is Lorena. So there are two out here. And let me see where Kiko's going. Kiko by 2 a.m. will be all the way out here. And this is Hawaii, right here. So by 2 a.m. Sunday, it'll be right here. So it does look like it's headed straight towards Hawaii. Kiko has 85 miles per hour winds and is moving west at 6 miles per hour. Hopefully it'll do this. So if you're anywhere in that area, please keep an eye on this hurricane. Let's see what this other one's gonna do. This one plans on going into Mexico. So it will hit as a tropical storm and it'll diminish into Mexico. And that will be by 5 a.m. Sunday. So that was both of them that we were looking at on here. So you can see down here we have Kiko And we have the other one over here. Broke fishing. Today's Tuesday. You didn't win the bet. I said I would be back live on Tuesday. There was no bet. No bet. Bet your bottom dollar. Want to go surfing? No, I don't want to go surfing. All right, you guys, Nightbot has put it in the chat room. If you love songs or have a song of your own to submit, check out Akela Beats at akelabeats.com. Also, you can pull up the radio station, and down at the very bottom is, and I'm going to show you this. You can pull up Akela Beats. Down at the very bottom here, this squirrel, this thing that's going round and round and round, just click it, and then you'll play music. You can also upload your own music to the website as long as you own it. You can upload music. He also has news and weather on here. And guess who's doing the weather updates twice a week? Yours truly. Just thought I'd show you guys that. So that link is in chat. So if you want to listen to music while the live stream is on, that is awesome. Help support somebody with their radio station. Akela Beats. And the beat goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Big waves in Hawaii this week. I believe it. Oh, you guys. Hey, broke fishing. How bad is the sun acting on the planet right now? I have a nice headache. No, you can't upload my songs. You'd have to upload your own songs, broke. And then you have to give permission for them to be used. Sorry, you guys. I might play music right now, but my head is hurting. I don't want to play any music. I took a Tylenol. Usually I take Motrin for a headache, but my daughter only had Tylenol. So you guys, if y'all are paying attention to Campi Flegrei, that volcano might erupt here soon. Campi Flegrei is a hazardous active caldera complex and potential supervolcano near Naples, Italy. It's got massive historical eruptions, and its location within the densely urbanized area poses a severe risk, with recent studies focusing on understanding and mitigating the impact of unrest, such as the May 2025 earthquake. Now, they've been having a lot of earthquakes around there lately. And people are being told that everything is okay. However, if y'all watch, there is a channel here on YouTube, Silky. She gives out a good update as to what's going on with Campi Flegrei. So I'm not going to go into what she states in her video, but her name is On the Pulse with Silky. And it's a good channel. And I suggest highly that you check out her channel. Yes, that one thing is going to go boom. You're right. I was watching the update, and it's kind of like if we were going to have an eruption here in one of our states, would the USGS tell us? And the honest truth is I don't think any government agency is going to tell us if we're going to have a major eruption, because they don't want to panic people. Just like the West Coast is set to have a major earthquake. And I think that the government knows more about what's going on than they let on. My honest opinion. I think that there's a lot that they're not telling us, such as I have been looking for the earthquakes off of Oregon. That usually when you have a volcano about to erupt, and it doesn't matter if it's at sea or on land, you would expect to see some kind of seismic activity. And by looking at different sites, I am not seeing that kind of activity. So therefore, they're not putting out the earthquakes to people that are occurring off the coast in the Pacific. And in fact, you know what? I bet you there's more earthquakes than they tell us there are. If you go and you look on earthquakes by region or Nevada seismic, you can see that there's a lot of earthquakes that are not making it onto USGS. And it does make me wonder why. What do they not want us to know? What are they hiding? And I tend not to put down the seismic agencies because I use them for my research and for my updates. However, I do question things, and I like to find out what answers there are to the things that I question. You know what? Perfect question for AI. Let me see what Gemini AI would say. Would the government tell us if there was going to be an earthquake with 100% surety? Of course, the answer is it's not possible for the government or any scientist to predict an earthquake with 100% certainty. The U.S. Geological Survey and other scientific organizations are very clear on this point. Earthquakes are not predictable. Scientists cannot forecast the exact date, time, location, and magnitude of a future earthquake. So how come they said that there was going to be one on the West Coast within the surety of the next, 2-3 years? Okay. While some research using AI and other methods has shown promise in making short-term forecasts with a degree of success in specific regions, a 100% certain prediction remains out of reach. Lack of reliable precursors. Really? Okay. Focus on probability, not prediction. Early warning systems are different. It's important to distinguish between predicting and providing an early warning. Well, how would they provide an early warning? Okay. Early warning systems like those in the USA and parts of the US and other countries detect the initial seismic waves from an earthquake after it has started. So not before it starts, but after. Okay. This allows a few seconds or even a minute of warning before the more destructive waves arrive, giving people time to take cover. This is a real-time alert and not a prediction. Well, you know what? I happen to believe that there's several people who can forecast and predict earthquakes. Yay. And they do it pretty good. Broke AI equals no. Broken bot. Thank you, Broke Fishing, for posting on the Pulse with Silky. Thank you. That is, you guys, that is an awesome channel to go watch, and she goes over a lot of geological stuff and in detail. She's awesome. I was turned on to her channel by several of my moderators, and she's awesome at what she does. So let's see here. I haven't checked the earthquakes for today. So let's see what's going on in the world. Western Australia has had a 2.3. And that was the latest earthquake. A 2.3 in Western Australia. Hindu Kush, Afghanistan has had another aftershock. Oh, you guys, over 800 people died in Hindu Kush region, Afghanistan. And you know what? That just really shook me up, because I did a video at night about that earthquake, and I went to sleep thinking that nothing had happened, okay? I woke up at about 3 a.m. in the morning, and I was watching the news on it. And, oh my God. I couldn't believe that there was so much destruction and so many deaths. And it really hit me hard. If they had a means for an early warning detection, I wonder if they would have been safer. But I'm guessing that that part of the world doesn't have an early warning system. Plus, their houses over there are not earthquake proof. Their buildings aren't earthquake proof. So they don't have a lot of what the United States has in areas that are earthquake prone. Why is this all the way up here? Oh, it's just resetting. Okay. Let me move this over here, you guys. That's unimportant. You guys check out Broke Fishing's channel. And of course, while I'm mentioning it, check out Nova Scotia Ridgequake. He's got a good channel too. Today, I have a headache, you guys. So we're just watching earthquakes and weather. And it looks like oh, that was a 1.4 or a 0.4. Probably a 1.4 though. You guys, y'all can join the Discord. However, I'm not on it all the time. So, the Discord is just somewhere to hang out and talk. It's not for anything else. You can post information and stuff in there that you think I might be interested in. And let me do something here real quick. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Oops, ad. Ha ha. My channel content says there's 3 people here, yet my live stream says there's 2. So I'm confused. Then I just saw 4. I saw 4. Now I see 3. Can we get it up to 5? Any bets on Oregon earthquakes listed? No, but you know what? We can go and peek and see if there have been any. So let's look at Oregon live earthquake map. So let's see here. Oh, there's been 2 out here. When were they? The 2nd. A 2.5 being in Oregon. Looky there. Got an earthquake. Well, the 2nd. Another one, a 2.7 being in Oregon. It's out this Cascadia. Don't see any other ones. So there was 2. See the East Coast here. I don't see anything on the East Coast. What's that? Well, that was on the 31st. There was a 2.4 in Springboro, Ohio. What we got here? A 1.7 on the 31st in Decatur, Tennessee. Anything up here? Nope. 4.8 September 1st, Playa, Mexico. Thought there was 2 there. These ones here are going to push up towards the United States, though. That one's a 4.2, so expect activity up here towards California. And that one's a 2.9. What we got here? 2.6. But this 4 is going to push up towards this area. So I would expect to have 4-ish activity in California. Okay, so there's that. Let's see here while we're up here. Let's look at Canada. Canada. And I don't see, hey, Auntie A, how are you doing? Okay, so in our Canada. I do that only to make fun of Richard, and Richard knows I'm joking. So, there were earthquakes over the weekend, and they've been posted now. So there was a 1.0, a 1.6, a 1.0, a 1.2, and there was a 3.2, 93 kilometers south-southwest of Beaver Creek. I believe that's Yukon territories. Why do I say Yucatan? Yukon territories. 0.5 and a 3.0, 49 southwest of Dajing, Galides, British Columbia. Now what's this one? There's our 3.0 right there. But these are all through the first. That one's 8.9, so that's not it. 3.2 right there. So that is the Yukon territories. That was the 27th. And then they show earthquakes over into Washington as well. That was on the 31st. That was a 1.0. And that is a 1.0 also on the 31st. Both of those are up here near Nanaimo. I believe that's Nanaimo, yep. And that's on the 27th. There was a 3.3. This area near Haida Gwaii is getting more busy, you guys. That's not a good thing because they've discovered a fault line there which could cause a big earthquake. How are you doing today, Auntie A? Nice to see you in chat. You forgot to like? It's okay. We all forget sometimes. Even I forget. Doesn't mean I didn't watch. Just means I forgot. But most of the time before the end of a video, I will hit that like. Broke Fishing said head hurts after last night's CME. Yeah, I got a headache from that too. And an upset stomach today. Tylenol seems to have helped a little bit, but man, I'll tell you what, my daughter has a bad headache today too. And then I had to get up, run around, and take care of stuff, and oh my goodness. I started this month off with $1, you guys. I got $1 to my name. I'm like, what should we spend it on? Start saving. Start saving that dollar. I might be able to look around and find some pennies. My goodness. That car, though, I'll tell you what, it put me through so much this last week. I've been all over the place taking care of it. 3 inspections. They didn't tell you that you had to pay for the 3rd one, though. They only tell you you have to pay for the 1st one. So that's the one thing to remember. If you have to go through what I went through, you're going to have to pay for the 3rd inspection. Oh, Lordy. Your daughter has a headache, too? I'm sorry. I hope she feels better. Whoops. 1 second. Oh, you know what I could take? I could take my vitamin D, huh? Yeah, before I forget to take it. And my daughter was so mad at the neighbor next door because they're playing their music so loud that she said it sounded like it was in her bedroom. She was like, if you don't call the office, I'm going to go over there and knock on the door. And I said, you can't do that. I said, legally, they can play their music during the day. Broke fishing. They did everything by law. You have to get the first inspection. Then you have to pay $200 or more for your work. Then you get the second inspection. And then after you fail that second inspection, you got to go to the DMV, police. It's like their police department, law enforcement. And then you go to them, and then you take that paper back, and you have to have the car hooked up now to the thing for them to input the numbers to pass the inspection based on the waiver. I think what happened is, I think people took the waiver and then said, oh, I lost the paperwork, so now there's a number you have to input. But I do feel kind of ripped off. I actually do feel kind of ripped off because it cost me so much and the car's still not fixed. And you know what? The car's still running like junk. And then it's the catalytic converter is what they're telling me. So let me look up because I want to see catalyst. What is the catalyst in a car? The catalyst in a car refers to the precious metals like platinum, palladium, and rhodium inside the catalytic converter. These metals facilitate chemical reactions to convert harmful exhaust gas such as carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and nitrogen oxides into less toxic substances like carbon dioxide, water vapor, and nitrogen. The catalytic converter is a critical part of the exhaust system, working to reduce vehicle emissions and protect the environment. So, let me see. Let's see, how much is it to replace a I'm going to spell it wrong, catalytic converter in a 2007 Chevy Equinox? Let's see what it says. So it can cost from $500 to over $2,000 depending on the type of converter. Direct fit or universal brand in your location. Direct fit EPA compliant converters are often more expensive but are easier to install, while universal converters are cheaper but require welding. The final cost will also include labor, which can vary. So, knowing my car will be more expensive. I don't want to do a fundraiser, you guys. So if anybody wants to help me with getting the catalytic converter, feel free to help me. What's the stack up near the UK? That's British. That's the over here. That is the BGS UK 30 days worth of earthquakes over there in Britain, UK area. Believe it or not, they do have earthquakes. So does Canada. Except I don't have Canada turned on here. Because the fact is it was, my earthquake 3D was only reading Canada. So I actually had to turn off Canada. Yeah, I think the third one was too. But I had to do what I had to do. And I got 3 papers. They even gave me a copy of the They even gave me a copy of the, what do you call it? The waiver. And they gave me a new copy to tell me that I've passed the inspection even though the MII command on failed. So this is what the DMV gets. They get all 3 copies, and then and it's all in the computer system. So the only thing I have to do is go online and pay the taxes for the car. So I still have taxes to pay, and then in between now and next year, I have to figure out getting the catalytic converter fixed, because I won't get a second inspection or second waiver on the car. So that is something I'm gonna have to figure out over the next year. And you know what? If it's gonna cost me more than that car's worth, then I might sell the car and try to find something else. I don't want to, because I kind of like this car. It's comfortable and it's small and it's easier for me to drive, but at the same time I don't want to continue to put money into it. It's just becoming a money pit for me. Canada. Lord, who's calling me? Lord have mercy. I know I'm not answering that. I'm guessing that was probably somebody's knocking. Should I let him in? Lord, it's the devil. Would you look at him? We are an earthquake-free zone. Look at USGS and you will see. Yep. I ain't no broke fishing, but there's still 2 off the coast of Oregon. So, not totally earthquake-free. If you're talking about on land, well, you know what? I am pretty sure that there's some by the volcanoes there. But they're not showing them. Oh, looks like my neighbor got into an accident. Oops. What we got? So, off the east coast of Camchatka has just had a 4.8, so that's what you're seeing over here. There's been a 2.3 Western Australia and a 2.3 in Western Turkey. So there's the 2.3 right there for Australia. Australia. Fiji had a nice deep one today. 4.5, 569 kilometers deep. That's going to start an earthquake storm. Central Italy's had a 2.1. Central Peru has had a 3.8. South Africa had a 3.7. Switzerland had a 0.1. Because, you know, EMSC likes to post those 0.1s for Switzerland. Armenia had a 2.8. Western Texas had a 2.6. Western Texas also had a 2.0 and a 2.0. Nevada had a 3.8. Sorry, you guys, I'm scrolling through here. France has had a 2.0. There has been a 2.5 off the coast of Oregon, according to EMSC. Morocco had a 2.4. I think, you know, I'd be worrying right about now if I didn't say it, so I'm going to say it. I think that Italy needs to be watching out for an earthquake because of the fact that there has been a big earthquake in Hindu Kush, Afghanistan. So it's going to push up towards that way. And with them having the volcano, Campi Flegrei, having problems, I think that they need to be keeping an eye out for another earthquake. You think Naples is shaking again? Yep. Definitely. 1 second, you guys. I have to go powder my nose. Let me look at something real quick. Okay. No, you guys, I don't have my camera on right now. I look awful. I have a headache. So I turned the camera off. Plus, it would cover up the earthquake 3D and the weather. So I didn't leave the camera on. I will put the camera on for videos and updates. Welcome, welcome to everybody who's here. You may chat in the chat room. Enjoy hanging out with people. Enjoy having chats. That is what our channel is live for. Also, I am live because I'm testing out the stream to see if it's going to give me a 24 to 48 hour processing time again. Because I tested it the other day as I happened to manage somebody else's channel and was able to tell that theirs processed immediately, whereas mine is being held 24 to 48 hours. So I don't think that that's fair. And it kind of irritates me that my stream is being held for 24 to 48 hours. But if that's something that's new and normal for channels that have more subscribers, then that's okay. But if not, then I'm trying to figure this out because I don't understand how that channel processed immediately and they had a 2-hour live stream, and mine at the time was only an hour and it took 24 hours to process. That kind of irritated me. Hello, Calabeats. How are you doing? You guys, check out ocalabeats.com for music. You can pull up his website. Down at the very bottom is a radio station. Click play and you'll be able to listen to music while you watch the live stream. And if you don't want to hear me, I know I can be boring. I can be dull. Awesome. Glad to see you're doing well, Ocalabeats. The Pyrenees has had a 1.5. 1.5. Let's see what else I got for you. I'm looking over here at news and it says, what's NASA hiding? The asteroid everyone's suddenly talking about. That is 3I, what you call it? I don't remember the name of the dang thing. Up! And space.com has just now said, Oumuamua is a comet after all. So, you know, it only came over here and sat outside of Earth for a little while, but it is now a comet. Okay, that's not anything I need to see. Oh, you guys, so that earthquake swarm that was been going on in Nevada, yeah, they're saying now that it is near an ancient supervolcano and is sparking eruption fears. A pair of earthquakes have struck northern Nevada, adding to dozens of tremors reported near an ancient supervolcano feared to be awakening. The U.S. Geological Survey revealed that a 3.7 and 3.2 magnitude earthquake were recorded Tuesday morning just after 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The pair of quakes struck approximately 30 miles from Valmy, a small town located along several active fault lines in the region, according to including Fairview Peak Dixie Valley fault scarps and the Central Nevada Seismic Belt in the Pleasant Valley Fault. The early morning earthquakes also took place just days after multiple seismic swarms struck the area, including 38 quakes recorded around Valmy in the last week alone. Between Sunday and Monday, 28 quakes struck the northern Nevada area, including a 4.8 magnitude quake during Saturday afternoon swarm. And that one was actually listed as a 5.2 and downgraded. Earthquakes between 3.0 and 5.0 in magnitude are often felt, but typically only cause shaking and minor damage. The swarms were likely driven by tectonic forces along the fault system of the basin in Range Province. However, many on social media have begun to sound the alarm that the ongoing earthquakes could signal an even bigger disaster, as the earthquake swarm have taken place just miles from McDermott supervolcano. So let me look this up for you guys. We'll see where McDermott is. Copy. We're going to open up earthquake Google Earth. We're going to go look where this supervolcano is located. As long as this will open up for me. Okay. Well, McDermott Mine. So it's called a mine over here, but let's see. This is McDermott Mine. But that's where the supervolcano was located at. So, Diamond. Let me see, that's Jordan craters. So McDermott would be right around in this area right here. This is Nevada. Then you have Soda Lakes here. So, let me see here. I'm going to look it up a different way. I want the exact coordinates. Let me see if I can get it or not. Okay, so coordinates. I got the coordinates. I was right. So it is within that area. And guess what? They are mining over here. But this is where it is located according to Wikipedia. So I am using Wikipedia for this. This Jordan Meadow there. So it is located over in this area here. That is the Jordan Meadow Mountain. The mountain type is a caldera. The last eruption was 16.39 to 0.02 million years ago. The McDermott caldera is a Miocene caldera west of McDermott in the southeastern Oregon and northern Nevada in the United States. The oval caldera is about 28 miles wide, north-south, and 22 miles east-west. The western part of the caldera is in Trout Creek Mountains, and the northern part is in Oregon Canyon Mountains. The highest point at McDermott caldera is 6,816 feet or 2,078 meters above sea level at the Jordan Meadow Mountain, which is part of the Montana Mountains of Nevada. McDermott caldera is possibly the oldest of a sequence of calderas formed by the Yellowstone hotspot. The caldera was preceded by a lava dome that had been built by volcanic eruptions of rhyolite starting about 19 million years ago. This lava dome collapsed into a caldera in an eruption between 16.37 and 16.41 million years ago. A lake subsequently formed in the caldera, depositing varted sediments, diatomite, opal, and carbonaceous material amidst lava flows and tuffs. Significant ore deposits are buried in the caldera, including mercury and uranium, which were mined at more than 8 sites in the caldera during the 20th century. Mercury at these mines was extracted in large amounts, predominantly from the cinnabar. The McDermott mine, located on the eastern side of the caldera in Nevada, was the last active mercury mine in the United States before it shut down in 1992. Uranium was discovered at the caldera in 1953, and it was extracted mainly from a rhyolite brecciated fault zone at the Moonlight mine on the caldera's southwestern edge. The uranium ore minerals include uranite and cuffinite. The age of the uranium formation is assumed to be the same as the caldera tuff, which is approximately 16.1 million years. Other deposits in the caldera contain ores of antimony, cesium, and lithium, potentially one of the biggest lithium mines in the world. The Thacker Pass lithium deposit, located within the caldera, is a prospect that in 2017 was said to be one of the most significant lithium clay resources in the United States. So, McDermott Volcanic Field is located in northern Nevada near the town of McDermott in the Humboldt County, right along the border with Oregon. This region is remote with rugged desert landscapes, mountains, and Owyhee River nearby. The McDermott Volcanic Field formed about 16 million years ago during the period of intense volcanic activity. According to USGS, it was created when massive amounts of molten rock erupted, leaving behind a huge caldera, a sunken shaped like a bowl. It was a sunken area shaped like a bowl. Over millions of years, erosion and other geological changes have shaped the area, but the caldera's remnants are still visible. That's when geologists believe the supervolcano last erupted, and there have been no recorded incidents since then, making it a very old and dormant volcanic system. This week's earthquake swarms took place less than 75 miles from the supervolcano, leading some online to claim that a larger seismic event could be coming. One X account called Earthquake Prediction, which has over 83,000 followers, claimed that Nevada's earthquake swarm might even set off a major earthquake in California. Despite some fears, scientists believe that McDermott Volcanic Field is highly unlikely to erupt again. USGS monitors volcanic areas in the U.S., and McDermott has not been listed among active or potentially active volcanoes, unlike places like Yellowstone or Long Valley. NASA scientists have added to the skepticism that another volcanic eruption will strike Nevada in the near future, noting that this part of the state is more seismically active due to its many faults, not underground magma chambers. The Earth's crust in the Basin and Range Province is gradually expanding, cracking into hundreds of faults as it thins, NASA officials explained in a statement. Over millions of years, land on one side of the faults rose, forming mountains, even as land on the other side sank into basins. This ongoing activity makes the Basin and Range one of the most seismically active regions in the U.S. Interesting. So there you have it. That's where McDermott is. Ah, yes, Atlas. 3-eye Atlas. Atlas. It reminds me of a globe called the Atlas. I wonder how they come up with some of these names. It must have been somebody named Atlas who discovered it. Or maybe it's the Atlas program. Who knows? What else I got for you? For people who hang around the most on the channel during the day, then they'll notice that I do different updates off and on. I don't do them all at one time. Sorry, I still have a headache. Hey, you guys, the Powerball jackpot is at $1.3 billion. Ooh. That's if you play the Powerball jackpot, but I don't got $2 to go play it. So we're not going to. So Trump is moving the U.S. Space Command headquarters from Colorado to Alabama. So there's that. Okay, you guys, so if y'all are waiting for it, this massive solar storm is going to make northern lights visible in the United States tonight. The northern lights could be visible across multiple U.S. states on Tuesday following a coronal mass ejection from the sun, producing a geomagnetic storm according to federal forecasters. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Space Weather Prediction Center issued a geomagnetic storm watch for Monday and Tuesday. The storm can result from an arrival of a CME or an eruption of solar material and magnetic fields at Earth. The solar eruption has the potential to push the auroral oval far enough south that people in roughly 10 states might see the northern lights. An aurora provides individuals the opportunity to experience space weather, and many travel to Arctic regions to observe it. The CME reached Earth's magnetic field near 5 p.m. on Monday. It drove a geomagnetic disturbance that forecasters classified as capable of reaching G2 moderate or G3 strong levels, according to Space Weather Prediction Center. States where the aurora might be visible, and let me see if I can take y'all a picture of this, and then I can show y'all. And go. So I can show you all this where y'all should be able to see this. Okay, so states where the aurora might be visible tonight include Alaska, Idaho, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Washington, and Wisconsin, according to Aurora View Line Forecast. So should be able to see it all the way down into here. This is the view line, so it's red. You know, I have yet to see it come down far enough to me so I can see it. Let me show y'all bigger. Enjoy that. I hope you guys get good pictures. The forecast is based on the ovation. So that's Oval Variation Assessment Tracking Intensity and online nowcasting model of the intensity of the aurora developed at Johns Hopkins University Applied Science Physics Laboratory. Strong geomagnetic storms could cause limited minor effects to some technological infrastructure. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Space Weather Prediction Center, in a statement posted on X, the magnetic cloud is currently also aligned north, so geomagnetic response remains much lower than the potential could allow for. If the magnetic orientation turns south, we expect geomagnetic activity to quickly escalate quickly. Therefore, the G3 watch remains in effect. Space Weather Prediction Center said that the public should consider monitoring the center's website for more information. The center Aurora dashboard has an animation estimating what aurora visibility will be like for the next 30 minutes. Well, that's kind of cool. And I don't know the website, so can't exactly give it to y'all. You had Northern Lights last night? That's cool. You know what I have seen, well, I can't say I've never. I've seen Northern Lights here, but they were like, you had to use your cell phone to actually see them. And it turned the sky like a reddish color, which was really cool. But I would have liked to seen all the colors. You guys, they think that 3I Atlas might be an alien craft, but as big as it is, it would have to be huge for it to be an alien craft. Auntie A, love you. Take care of yourself, and I will see you later. Thank you for being here today. So you guys, if y'all have Windows 11, the security gate updates are now unskippable during setup. So just so you know. Scientists say they now know why Mars became a lifeless desert. You know, I've got a theory on that. But my theory is that there actually were Martians and that they left from that planet. And they went to another planet, maybe Earth. But that's my theory. I've thought about that one before. All right, you guys, I have streamed live for a little while, and now I'm going to end the live stream. I hope that y'all have enjoyed being here today. I have to go take Penny out, and I need to try to get rid of this headache I've got. So thank you for spending your time with me for a little while. I appreciate you being here. Broke Fishing, thank you for being here. Auntie A, thank you for being here. Ocala Beats, thank you for being here. To everybody else who's been here today, thank you for checking in. And we're going to cross our fingers and our toes that this live stream will process immediately instead of waiting 24 to 48 hours. Because, you know, anyways, you guys, I will be live tomorrow. And depending on how many people we have will depend on how long we stay live. Anyways, you guys, I will see you all on the next live stream or video Please take good care of yourselves and each other. And if you haven't, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and the share button. Anyways, you guys, much love. Oh, and if you would like to help me out with this car fiasco that I'm going through, I do have a PayPal, and it is located in the about for my YouTube channel or in my live chat, which will probably still be live after the video. Anyways, you guys, I love you. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Much love.